going on, everybody? It's the White Dahlia, and we are talking about Conquest and MLB The Show 22. If you guys have had the game, you just got the game today, whatever the case is, you see Conquest, you've heard of Conquest, either you've never tried it before, you're new to the game, or it's one of those things that just seems very, very intimidating to do. We're gonna go break it down a little bit, explain the best strategies for it, kind of what you want to do and what you want to look for, so that when you get into bigger ones like this Nation of Baseball, you kind of have a better idea of what to do. These ones are one and done, and then something like this, the mystery map, you can do this as many times as you want. When you first come into it, you're going to see something that looks like this. You got a lot of black hexagons, you got some teams here, you got the Braves, the Guardians, and the Angels, and your team is all the way down here. If you hit or Y on your Xbox controller, you're gonna pull up your goals, and you want to take a look at these because sometimes in Conquest you're gonna have ones that you would need to do immediately. Some of them is attacking a stronghold from the start, and some of them you have to steal fans. So you can see on this one, even though I said that you can do it multiple times, some of them are gonna lock on the first try. But then this, you can constantly get 5 show packs every single time you beat this. You just got to take out the 3 strongholds, you got to take up all of these hexagons, and you're going to get your 5 show packs every time. When you become proficient at it, this Conquest in particular, it's not going to take too long. It'll take 15-20 minutes maybe, depending on how fast you can play. All the games are 3 innings, and we're going to break it down a little bit. So when you first start, if you hit square or X, you're going to see it's going to show you this number 10. That's how many fans you have right now, and that's how many spaces you can take up. So when you click it right now, if you look on the left side of the screen, it says attack. You click it, highlighted in blue is all the places that you can go. So what I personally like to do, and what I would recommend, if your goals don't specify that you need to attack a stronghold on the first try, what I do is I just fill all around me. And what you're doing as you're taking territories, you're also growing your fans. That's how you get up, and that's how you take on other teams. So as you're going, we don't have to steal, so you can skip to the reinforce phase. When you go into the reinforce phase, you choose any of these. We're gonna go ahead and choose this one. You see we have 3 million fans. You can bump that up. So the next little spot is to move fans. When you're moving fans, say we have some fans in the middle right here, and they're surrounded by other territories that we own, so you can't move them. So you want to take them out of there, and you want to move them to where you're going to go. So we're going to skip that. We're going to go back to attack, and we're just going to do what we were doing before. So now we're up here. We did the reinforce. We moved all the way up. What I would recommend is filling in all these little gaps so you can get as many fans as you can. I just kind of went straight up so I can show you guys. So we're up here. So we have a 3, they have a 1. So we're going to want to attack right here, and you lose 1 because you have to keep 1 on your square. It shows right there, simulate game. I always recommend to simulate these games. It just goes a lot quicker. If you want to play the game, you can play the game. You can play it on veteran right now. If we had 5 million fans, we would be able to play it on rookie, or you can play it on All-Star Hall of Famer legend. Most of the time I just recommend doing veteran, because in Conquest you can parallel your players, you can get stats for them, you can do all that. So you play on veteran, you start paralleling your guys up, and you can take it on. These little ones, if you simulate, you see right there, we won, and now we take over that spot. Now, if we go here and try and take this stronghold, which they have 8, you go to take it, you can only play this game on legend. All the other ones are locked because we're at such a disadvantage. You got to play it on legend, and you have to win the game. So what I would recommend at that time, you can either attempt to take this over, but it's a 1-for-1. I don't recommend doing that. You just back out, skip the steal, reinforce, go here to reinforce. And now we're sitting here. You go back to attack, you go to attack again, and now it just unlocked 2 more. Now what can happen if you filled all these in, chances are right now we would probably be able to play this game on veteran, which again, that's what I recommend. Try filling in all these empty spots before you really start attacking, unless your goals say that you need to attack. Once you take them over, you're going to play a 3-inning game on whatever difficulty you're playing on. If you've ever played events or BR, you know that your starting pitchers are going to have about 1/3 of their stamina. and relief pitchers are going to have about half because it's only a 3-inning game, so keep that in mind. But you're going to use the players that you use on your Diamond Dynasty team. Whatever you're going to take online, whatever you're going to play events with, you're going to be able to put them in here, and you're going to be able to grind out games through this. On this particular map, because you can do it repeatedly, you can do it as many times you want and try and parallel your guys. If you're doing the face of the franchise and you're trying to grind out the legend and all-star players, you can hop into Conquest, play some easy games, get the stats that you need for those, and you can get the XP and progress that way. Once you beat the team, you take over the stronghold, you want to take away the rest of their players, and you're going to continue to move up this way. Conquest is fantastic if you're trying to parallel players. There's hidden packs all throughout here. You're going to get XP for the program. There's a lot of benefits to playing Conquest. A lot of people either come into my stream or they've mentioned in the past, it's very, very intimidating to them. And when you go back here and you look at this Nation of Baseball one and you see the amount of stuff that you have to do, and you go into goals, acquire 50 million fans, you're going to do that just by playing it. Acquire 100 million, conquer 100 territories. Each one of these hexagons are a territory. So that goes into it as you're playing it. Capture the NL West. Once you defeat all those, you can see right there, you get a prospect choice pack for the NL West. You also get 500 stubs. It's not a lot, but as you can see, you can keep doing it as well. Conquer the NL Central. You're going to want to conquer every division, and you're going to get those packs. 200 million, you get a Jared Weaver. 300 territories, you get a Conquest winner banner. NL Team Stronghold, you get the 85 Kerry Wood, Didi Gregorius. So these are all the things you can get. Mike Piazza is huge. I have him as my starting catcher. There are better catchers, but for a free one that you're gonna get so many benefits from doing this Conquest. And then here you can see repeatable 10 show packs. So you get 10 show packs and you can repeatedly get these prospect packs. The prospect packs are great if you want to go for Adley Rutschman, if you were good with him last year, switch hitting catcher, incredible stats this early in the game. You're going to want to stack those guys up and then buy the ones that you don't get. And then you're going to want to take on all of these. You can see all of the teams you got to take and all the territories. It's daunting. It's long. I can give you some tips. Just like in the other one, you do the same thing. You circle around, and you just go around. You want to protect your main stronghold so that nobody can take you over. You go all the way around, and you can see other teams are already fighting. And you can see how many different colors start coming on here. In this one, you don't have to steal fans, so you don't have to worry about that. If you want to work on parallels, if you want to practice, you can do the steal fans. I recommend, because the amount of time that this is going to take, you don't have to steal fans. Just skip that phase, stick to your reinforcements, stick to your moves. And in this map in particular, moving is huge. You have to be cognizant of every area around you. So you have the Twins that are going to start moving in on you. You have the Cubs that are going to start moving in, the Royals, the Rockies. As they fight each other, other teams are going to take their stronghold. So it can come to a point that you got to verse the Yankees 5 times, and they took over the entire east side of the board. I recommend when you're doing it, go in a circle like this and pick a destination that you want to go. If you want to start going toward the northwest, start filling in all these and pay attention to here. If you see that the Twins are moving in closer to you and this hexagon has 3, this one has 4, this one has 1, you want to bump this one up to maybe 3 or 4 so that they can't attack you. You don't want to get attacked from the other side. So when you do the reinforcements, as you can see right here, you go to skip. They're all going to play each other for a little while, so you're going to want to skip this. You go to reinforce. You don't have to reinforce everything all at once. So I'm going to put 1 here. And you can put 1 here. So you can spread them out. But when you do move fans right here, you can only do that 1 time. You can only do the move once, and then you're right back to attack. And then you want to keep going, and you want to fill up as much as you can. And the more you go, the more territories you take, the more fans you get, and the easier it'll be to sim and take on these strongholds. But always look at the areas that you're not going. If you're going west, pay attention to your east. And if you start to see teams with 2s and 3s and they're very close to your 1s, just fill it up. Just reinforce with 1 or 2 so that you bump it up to equal whatever they have, because they won't attack you at that point. I usually always go this way. So I'll take on the Mariners, I'll take on the Giants, I'll take on the Athletics. And then as you start taking them all over, you're going to get packs, you're going to get XP, you're going to start paralleling your guys, so they're going to start playing better. You're going to start unlocking all these different things, and then you're going to start getting all these packs. You get a little Curtis Granderson right here. But this is kind of what I recommend to do. Just take your stronghold, put things all around it so it's protected, it can't get attacked. Pick a direction that you're going to go that direction. Pay attention to behind so that you can fill in the spots behind you so that you're not getting attacked from behind. And just take your time, just slowly go with it. If you start losing territories, don't fret, don't worry about it. Just, you know, start reinforcing that back part so they can't keep taking them. When you look at little ones like this, they're a lot more straightforward. This one you can see right here. Upon starting the map, travel directly to the Cubs and capture the stronghold on the first turn. So when you first start, you're going up, you can see 35. So it's going to be really easy to come up here. You're going to sim this game, and then you're going to take them on. You can play it on any difficulty you want. So if you're comfortable on rookie, play it on rookie, veteran, 3-inning game, knock it out, beat them. And then you just beat the Cubs, you fill in all these gaps, you take over this guy, and then you beat the Giants. And then once you beat the Giants, you just want to fill in every gap so that you can complete the map. Mystery map, fantastic. You get the 5 packs every single time you beat it. So, and it's always going to be there, so you're going to be able to grind it as much as you want. This one is huge. A lot of people will grind this multiple times to get those prospect packs and just to get XP and to get their parallels. That's something you can do too. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, pop into a stream. I stream every day. So if you guys have questions or anything about anything that I talked about here, anything that you saw on the show at all, if this is your first year, your 5th year, whatever the case is, you can come in, hang out. I always talk to everybody in chat. It's always a good time. I appreciate everybody that comes in. And like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully it was helpful. I'm going to have another one coming out on Showdown. A lot of people have a lot of trouble with Showdowns. That is my favorite game mode in this. So I'm going to break that down. We'll talk about the different abilities that you can put on your guys to make it a little bit easier. And kind of what I look for when I'm putting together my draft. I appreciate you guys. Take care.